drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a toss right side for Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for,
but instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned You have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
From the 50, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing. To make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Hunt. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Ball carrier.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them, make them think that you're doing something.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 50-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to Van Jefferson.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Cardinals 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Hunt. That's good for a Cardinals.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Curtis Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Rams' 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play action. It's gone. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To the air again. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Goff. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
6-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's gone. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They run again with Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 17-yard.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this one is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and...
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He spins free. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
15.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Downs team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Number 20.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On the play.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when